Hello, crafty friends. My name is Kimberly Smith, and I'm the Paper Chef. Today, we'll be doing part 3 of the unboxing from my pre-order. Demonstrators are allowed to pre-order products. They will be available to our customers on May 2nd, 2023, in case you're watching this ages in the future. So I can't open this catalog. In fact, I have it taped. Had it taped shut, so I wouldn't show you the inside. These are just some of the major goodies coming in this catalog. I have other unboxings coming, which I'll do later in the month. But I wanted to just give you, we'll just craft with this. I just want to give you a sneak peek of what these things look like. I have selected this one, which we'll go over first, Circle Sayings, because in June, I'm starting a card club. And it is going to be called Card on Blue, because I'm the paper chef. So my card club is Card on Blue. And you can join that. And it's going to be based on just a stamp set, not the bundle, as I do on my workshop series. So this will be the June. Now, you don't need this punch. It would be great to have it, but I'm going to be punching out circles to give you. I wanted to keep the card club very simple. We're making 8 cards a month. This is still going to be a workshop series. So I'm still going to be working with dies. This is actually, it's a whole suite. So when I do a workshop series, it'll be based on a whole suite, and I'm still going to be doing those workshop series. And I'm going to be doing this one in July, because I thought it'd be a great time to just stock up for birthday cards for all year long. We can make loads of birthday cards and just keep using them. So let's start with this one, Circle Sayings, and then I'll do the rest of the unboxing. But just to let you know what we did in part, I'm just let you know what we did in part 1 and part 2 of the unboxing. In part 1 of the unboxing, we went over all the new ink colors: Copper Clay, Boho Blue, Wild Wheat, Moody Mauve, and Pebbled Path, which I spelled a little wrong at the beginning. I showed you how to use the markers, the blends, and what they look like when you stamp with those. Then we took out a lot of new colors of the markers, which I've put a few away, but I'm waiting on some storage. And we colored with and used the markers and saw the new colors, the returning colors. So that was a lot of fun. We talked about ribbons, designer series paper, and all kinds of ink color products. In part 2 of this unboxing, oh my gosh, it's so exciting. This is how I store my designer series paper, by the way. Go in the back of Hobby Lobby and get these pouches. And then these I got, I think, from Hobby Lobby. These are they're like our cases that our dies come in. And they're just called die cutting envelopes. And it's a way to store your bucket of crafty goodness. But oh my goodness, this is not even using the ScanNCut. I didn't even use the ScanNCut yet. I'm going to be using it for all the ones that the metal dies don't cut out. The metal dies cut all these out for us. How great is that? It's called the Zoo Crew Suite, or the Zoo Crew Designer Series paper. And we made a mystery card, meaning I didn't know what we were going to make. We just started making it in part 2, and this is what we came up with. You said you wanted the alligator, so we made the alligator. This time I'll let you choose. We'll do another mystery card. We'll make something with this bright and beautiful suite. This is Lemon Lime Twist. We used the new ribbons. So if you missed part 2 and how to make this card, check out part 2. And then I was showing you this card stand. This is something only demonstrators can get. Yet another reason to become a demonstrator, besides being able to pre-order, besides the discount, attending events, yada, yada, yada. List goes on a mile long, and the social aspects of it. But you can also get special supplies, like this little card stand that was in our supply area, which I was saying as I unboxed it, I think it's a little small, so I'm going to have to get some more because it holds about 5 cards. So let's now get into this one, and I'm going to start with this Circle Sayings. And just check in and say hello when you're here. So this is really cool. The reason I liked it is because I love circle punches, and I had already just gotten rid of a lot of circle punches in my BOGO sale, thinking they weren't coming back. And I wasn't really worried about getting rid of them because I have a lot of dies. I have the layering circles dies. That makes many size circles. Plus I have a ScanNCut, which will make any size circle. But there's nothing as simple as having a punch. So we'll go ahead and just use one of these. We'll try it. Having a punch just makes crafting really easy. You don't have to take out the machines and do everything. You just stamp and punch out your shape. So let's get one. Let's do this one with the sun. Okay. So this is a photopolymer stamp set, Circle Sayings, and you're going to lay it flat side up. Grab yourself a stamping block, and then mount your stamp. With a stamp like this, I would definitely use Memento Black, because Memento Black is going to be something easy to color with the blends. And this is not a very dark Memento black, so I have yet to find my reinkers. But I've actually stalled on unpacking, so it's kind of my fault. I ran out of room, not totally ran out of room in my she shed, but I kind of ran out. I was just like, where am I going to put all these boxes if I keep on unpacking them? So I kind of stopped. So anyway, I will find my reinkers eventually. Oh, that came out nice. So I always like to take my first stamp and stamp on a sticky note or the grid paper before I stamp on the basic white cardstock. So let's go ahead and put that. Always put it near the edge of your paper because your punch isn't going to reach in if it's too, like if I put it all the way down here, the punch isn't going to reach in. It only reaches into the edge of the paper. Okay, I think even though it looks better on the sticky note, maybe because this is not like this is a whole stack of paper, so I better do it one more time. Usually you should use like a silicone mat or something. Yeah, that's much better. All right, I'm loving that. So now let's see how it looks with the punch. So you saw what I did. I should have just said what I was doing. This is our new punch, 2 3/8 circle punch, 3/8 inch. And I believe these circles are retiring. The layering circles dies are retiring. Okay, I'll be sending you different size shaped dies because I'm in the process of getting ready for lots of things in the future, and I'm doing a lot of die cutting and things. So I'll be sending you different size circles, but let's see how that will look with a little bit of color. Now I did get some more of these because these are pretty low. Yeah, I did order more of these, but let's see if we can just use the dark. Wow, no, there's not going to be that whole side has been shot. Oh, don't use that word on YouTube because then that one is out of ink. So I would usually blend like the dark and light, but I don't really have. The end of my nibs are not doing well. All right. So maybe just kind of go over the rays with some Daffodil Delight. You know? Why not? And maybe I'll do a little bit of dark and light Daffodil Delight together. See, I'll just do this and then I'll go over it again with the other color. You always got to color things to bring them to life, you know? It's not like regular stamp's going to be kind of boring without some color on it. I don't know, just something like that. And maybe a little bit, oops, I got a little bit, slipped a little bit there. Since I slipped a little bit, we'll just go in a little bit more. Cool. All right, now we just do a little bit of a pool party, I'm thinking, for the cloud. Let's try that. I don't know, just something like that. Maybe just every other line. Light, dark, pool party. Or just do a bunch of dark lines and then go back over the whole thing with the white. I mean, with the light. And then it doesn't have to be every other one. Just kind of like that, maybe. Just give that little stripe pattern. Maybe just, I'm just doing the dark pool party. Yeah. And now I'll try light pool party. I don't think I even need to fill it all in. Oh, wow. I wish I'd have known I needed some more of these too. Because I've been ordering, like on the free shipping day is when I mostly ordered, but that's over. I really meant to test all my markers and things to see what I needed, but never got around to it. So I kind of just test as I go. So now, right now, I'm going to be writing down, need pool party. Oh, you know what? I think I have I probably have an extra set of these in my stash. Something like that. Not too dark. I just went over it like lightly. All right. So that would be cool. And you could even emboss the whole little shape. Put it on a card. So I like that one. How about you guys? Do you like that one? And we could do stuff with the card club with it. And the nice thing about a card club is I will be die cutting all the little pieces you need. All right, ready for the suite? Let's go over the suite now with this, starting with the paper. This is a suite. Suites have 4 parts in them unless they're like a mega suite. And let me just say hello to who's here. And Melissa, thanks for the thumbs up. And she's watching from Texas. Yvonne Walker is here. Hello, Yvonne. And Kathy's here. Kathy, it's your bedtime. Okay. Nice to see you guys. All right. Maya from Melbourne, Australia is here. Okay, let's look at the coordinating colors of this paper. So a suite is called the suite has, like I was saying, it has 4 products in the suite. I'll keep saying hi in a minute. The 4 products are, okay, let me put it, I'm going to put this one away. Putting the punch over there, the stamp, and the circle sayings. We'll get rid of that for a minute. The 4 things in the suite are the beautiful balloons dies, which will open up, the bright and beautiful designer series paper. Okay. The beautiful balloons stamp set. And whatever this is called. We'll open up this. Gold Celebration Specialty Designer Series paper. So when we do that workshop series, that means you'll be getting like 12 of these sheets, some of this specialty paper, and we'll make a bunch of birthday cards with and the dies. All right. So the coordinating colors are Azure Afternoon. That's one of our new colors. Okay. Berry Burst. That's a returning color. Blueberry Bushel, returning color. Bubble Bath, new color. Fresh Freesia, continuing, returning color. Lemon Lime Twist. Oh, love that color. That's what we just made our card with last time. That's this fun party color, Lemon Lime Twist. Okay, Lemon Lolly. So we got Lemon Lime Twist. Lemon Lolly's this nice light yellow color, a new color. New color, Lost Lagoon, a returning color. Misty Moonlight, a returning color. Pretty Peacock, a returning color. So what I have pulled out for this. So go ahead and vote on which color you want the card to be while I'm opening up this paper. Okay, so we're gonna have a Berry Burst or a Lost Lagoon card. Heck, we might end up making both. Who knows? But let's just keep going over the paper. So now I'm gonna go over the paper. I told you the coordinating colors in the paper. Hey, or if you want, you can vote on this one. But we already did one with this color. So no, just vote on those 2 colors. Let's not make life complicated. All right, so here are the papers. So we get it's a pack of 48 sheets. Okay, so you get 48 sheets in a pack, and this is the other side. Ooh la la. So we have an A side and a B side. So we have just stars. These are Lemon Lolly stars. And this is the striped side. Okay, so here, I'll just go like that so you can kind of keep seeing them as I get the next little pile out. So we have some Berry Burst here, and then and we'll flip over the other side. Ooh la la. I like how they made it one color. Like that. That's a nice little pattern. Okay. I knew this was going to be a fun, popular color. Okay, let's see. Some watercolor wash and some, ooh, ombre. Nice, nice, nice ombre. Like little triangles. Okay, some more watercolor wash. This almost looks like the piece before. Ooh, and polka dots. Nice dots. Okay, we got some Lemon Lolly stripes. And ooh. Okay, so my favorite so far. This might be our card, unless I find something better. Like, that's a cool pattern. Lemon Lime Twist. And this little, I guess, chevron look or something, like with the little lines on it. Okay. This is a pretty peacock page. And some nice circles on the other side of Lemon Lime Twist on the other side of that. We got a Lost Lagoon page with the watercolor wash. And little waves. This would be cute with that mermaid thing I still have. Or maybe I don't have that one anymore, but I had a mermaid stamp set. I love that. I've had so many mermaid stamp sets. I get them every time they come out. Oh, stars. And I'm thinking that would be, what would that one be? It looks like Night of Navy, but I didn't see that in there. Oh, this is Misty Moonlight. This is a piece of Misty Moonlight. Okay, and this is the Azure Afternoon. Oh, that's fun for birthdays with this little confetti in the background. Okay. And this would be Blueberry Bushel and the stars. All right, so we got, oh wait, this one might be the favorite. All right, so out of these 3, we'll get to pick stripes, stars, or dots. And the stripe page with this one on the back. So we have, these are your 3 choices for our card. Kind of like a mystery card. We don't know what we're going to make. Stripes, stars, or dots. Let me see what the vote was for the paper so I can cut the the cardstock. Oh, wow. Look at all those berry burst votes. But first, let me go make sure I say hi. Yeah, beautiful balloons. Okay, Kathy's saying she loves that. And hello, Liza, Diane from Georgia. Hello, Cindy, Myrtle Beach. Wow, on vacation. You're watching from vacation. How dedicated is that? Hello, Jeanette from Ontario, Canada. Margot from California. I'm just getting out my trimmer is what I'm doing in my Simply Scored. So we can just start doing this. It looks like Berry Burst 1. So as I was saying hi, this one hands down, and now we're waiting on the paper. Okay. Okay, Lisa. Thank you. It's pronounced Lisa. I should know that. Okay, good. All right. Cindy comes after all those votes for Berry Burst. Cindy comes in and she's like, but Lost Lagoon. And it's like, after everybody voted on Berry Burst. We got too many votes for Berry Burst. We have to go with that, Cindy. Sorry. So now the question is, vertical or horizontal card? I'm just going to show you how to make both, and then we'll just make one. I mean, I'm gonna take the 8.5 feet 11 cardstock, and if I score it at 5.5, we end up with a vertical card because I'm gonna cut the 2 cards. If we score it at 4.25, we end up with a horizontal card. All right, so now we got 1 vote for stripes and a vote for stars, and we don't know about horizontal or vertical yet, but we will see what the next votes are. We'll do best out of 3 or 4 if we have to use the 4th tiebreaker. All right. And anyway, I'm just showing you how to make both kinds of cards. So when you have an 8.5 by 11 card, okay, Jeanette, okay, Yvonne's saying vertical, horizontal, vertical, okay, vertical. Vertical means that we take the one, so this is an A2 card. We had an 8.5 by 11, we scored it 5.5, and now we cut it at 4.25, and we have a vertical card. Okay, 4.25. So we scored at 5.5, and we cut it at 4.25. And now we have 2 cards, and we can make vertical cards. Get out my little spatula, and we'll do that. So we are using Berry Burst, a new color. Hello, Diana. If you just got here, we're using Berry Burst, making a cute card with the thing. I haven't even opened the dies. I don't even know what's in there. We don't know that part yet. But we probably don't even need the dies. We could maybe use our circle punch. Who knows? I'd have to grab that stuff. So one moment while I do. I forgot that I didn't even have my die cutting machine. All right, so anyway, let's go back to this. We said now we're going to put something on this card. Yeah, really likes, Kathy's saying she really likes the Berry Burst color. Vertical, vertical, vertical. Okay, and I'm going to go back and see. We have stars. We have stripes, stars. You know, we could do all 3. Could do all 3, but we got stripes and stars, so we'll do these 2. We'll just use them both in some kind of combination. I'm thinking this is going to be the one with the something in front of it. This will be the background one. That would be good. And then what we'll do is we'll put the stripes. So those 2. Nobody voted for the dots. This is actually my third. These are my 3 favorite pieces. Awesome designer series paper. So we'll put the stars in the back. So to put the stars in the back, I'm just going to go ahead and make it 4 by 5.25. Let's do the 5.25 first, so I can get at least a nice little piece here, piece here that we can use for something. Oh, that might be nice for the background of something. We'll use that. So 4 by 5.25. And then, okay, we got our vertical card, and then we need a piece. I don't know yet what size to make this piece. This is going to be another layer because it's darker, because the white's going to look better on it. But since I have no idea, and I didn't cheat, I didn't go looking at anybody else's unboxing. I don't like to see other unboxings because it kind of ruins my surprise. Although what my team members did unbox, like they unboxed their supplies, but they didn't open up the stamp sets, or the dies. So I didn't actually get to see inside them. So now I won't know what we're going to make until we kind of see what the stamps look like in the dies. But we can at least attach this part, right, to our vertical card. You see why color coordination is so important and how that like berry burst, you know, just the stars just are pulled out of that color. It's really nice. And when you're a demonstrator, one of the, like I was talking about being able to pre-order. So if you join Stampin' Up! Before May 2nd, before the new catalog, you're actually allowed to pre-order as well. It's pretty cool. I'm just taking out the pieces we need so I can make room. And you're allowed to get things from both catalogs in your starter kit, like the old catalog and the new catalog. And I was able to get more than a pack because I was able to get a pack with the whole suite because I ordered the whole suite at once. And then I was able to get a pack, you know, you're allowed to get a couple packs just separate. So that's pretty cool. All right, so what do we got here? Photopolymer stamps. That's nice. All right. And I think it's time for celebration. Let's get our celebration on. All right, let's see if it works with our circle punch. How nice would that be? How nice would that be if I can get a circle punch to do that? Let's see. Get a berry burst. Okay, I haven't used the ink pad in a while because it's a retired color. It just came back, but oh, it's still looking nice and juicy. Or did I just buy this one? No, I didn't buy this one. I don't think I did. I didn't buy this or Blueberry Bushel because I already had it. I did buy Lost Lagoon because I didn't have that one in this new style. I'm just going to find this. Here it is. I'm going to pull this off. What I want to do is see if this one will work with the circle punch, just out of curiosity. And if you can always bend it some more. Maybe there's a die that works with it, but still curiosity is what I'm. So let's see. Maybe we could use this circle as the guide. So let me show you what I'm doing here. Just putting it on the paper. So I'm going to go like this and make it fit with the circle punch. So you're going to put it on your table. Don't do this if it has ink on it, but make the angle go with the circle you just cut out like that. Here, I got to move it down some so I can actually see this angle. Let's get our celebration on. Okay. It's a bendy stamp. We like that it's a bendy stamp. That's nice. All right, that it bends. Okay, stamping. Oh, that's really juicy. Really, really juicy. That's cool, though. It's all good. That means that the ink stayed juicy all that time. This was one of our colors a couple years ago. Kind of at the time, I think, when they were coming out with the new stamps. Look how nice that looks with the circle punch. So there's another reason that we need the circle punch. If we didn't already have enough reasons. I'm not even saying we're going to use that on our card. This was more like curiosity to see if it worked with my circle punch. That's all that was. That was me digressing. So we have our photopolymer stamp set, and now it's time to open the dies, because then we're going to have an idea of what to make. And that will be pretty much all the new stuff from these shipments. I will do more unboxings later. Ooh, we got some frills going on. Frills and thrills. Let's see what this is. We'll die cut this. We'll probably get some of those little, this is like the thing to probably make a piñata. Okay. Got to die cut that to see what's going to go on with that. All right, opening up the die cutting machine. Die cutting sandwiches, base plate, plate number 1, right? Plate number 2, which is your thin die adapter. You always need that when you're using metal dies. 1 plate number 3, right? And then your sandwich or your paper, and then another plate number 3. So since you guys picked Berry Burst, for your thing, so let's just use Lost Lagoon because I have so many scraps of it. Let's use Lost Lagoon to see what this will do, right? Put that on there, to fray it. And you could use another plate number 3 on top, like so. Another plate number 3. Or you could, I'm just going to put it near the edge just to see what it does, because I'm not sure if it's going to cut all the way through or not. If it doesn't cut all the way through, then I'll have it near the edge and it'll cut all the way through. So anywho, you could use a small die cutting plate if you're just cutting a small thing. So that's why I keep this plate handy, because I just sometimes just cover it up with a small plate. All right, let's see what happened. Ooh, I could have went down a little bit further. How awesome. But so we just trimmed that off. I could have went down a little further and it would have cut all the way to the edge. Let's just go like that. Oh my goodness, we have to use this guy. We're gonna have to use this little party guy element for our card somewhere. How great is that? All right, so that die is cool. Now let's see what else we have. I'm gonna pull this out in the balloons and see what we have going on. We have tags. We have a double color balloon. That would be kind of cool. Maybe lemon lime twist in the background. But I don't know if I have that color. That's the only thing. We might have to get a color I actually have. Oh yeah, I do. I do have that color. The reason I have this color is because when at the time we had, we'll try. We're gonna make a balloon. At the time when these were together, I believe, as part of a collection of In Colors a few years back. So we are going to try to make a balloon with a little bit of accent, and we'll do the accent in the raspberry, but we'll make the background of the balloon using lemon lime twist. I should have got my grid paper. I didn't know we were going to do this much crafting, but this is fun. This is so exciting. I'm loving this one. Okay, so I'm going to put on some lemon lime twist. I'm just making sure I get a good stamped image before I do it. Okay, that looks good. Before I do it on my paper. Oh, maybe not. That's kind of, it's super juicy. Okay, cool. And let me see what this will do. I'm thinking this is going to be super dark on there. So let's just, I mean, my guess is we might have to do a little bit of off stamping here. Because my balloon already looks pretty cool and pretty dark. So I don't know if the berries are going to kind of ruin it or not. So let's, oh no, I like them. I like the berries. They don't ruin it at all. They just add a little bit of stars to it, little texture. All right. I don't mean berries. I meant berry burst. All right, that could be one of our elements for our card. We shall see. Just playing with that. And we got dies to cut out the balloons. So we could die cut out that balloon and see what happens. And then we got little strings to put at the end of your balloons and some stars. So we can maybe, instead of, I think I might just be able to use this as like a couple of these elements with some designer series paper as our little elements for our card. So let's try this. We don't know what's going to happen with this card yet. We're just trying it. We're going to cut our balloon out. And whenever you're die cutting, you want to, and of course I should have put the handle of my machine on this side. You want to like tape it down because you don't want it to, to slip. So put that in there, a little bit of painter's tape. Gonna see your truth. This, and when you first use your painter's tape, you can put it on your clothes to get a little bit of lint on it. All right, so that's good. Now we're just finding a little piece of designer series paper to cut out some elements, okay? A little bit. I'm gonna get some paper that's already open. More of like sort of these little patterns that have like these little things, these little things on them. And instead of wasting paper, you can just sort of get the piece. Just get out enough that you need, right? For like that little star. Maybe this little part here. Something like that. And we need 3 of them, but we're just going to start with 2. And because we want odd numbers. Let me find another color. see. Maybe this little lemon lime twist for the little dangly thing at the bottom. Oh no, we already have the balloon is already that color. So we can't make the dangly thing that color. We can't make it that color because we're already using that color. We can make it blueberry bushel. Where's the blueberry bushel? Oh, here we go. We still have more paper over here. Here we go. There we go. So there we go. So then we're going to put that in there. Oops. This little metal piece is stuck on there. I love that little frill thingy. That's the nice thing about, like, whenever you get these dies from Stampin' Up, you get like these bonus dies, like the little piñata die. I'm going to call that the piñata die. Or I don't know, I'm going to call it the frill. You can make the little frills. It's just so fun. There goes the star, went flying. Okay, these are good elements for our card. See, we're collecting things to put on our card, collecting things for our bucket of crafty goodness. We've die cut out our balloon. That's beautiful. We've die cut out a couple. We got a star here, right? We got a little thing for the bottom of the balloon to put at the bottom, so we need a little poke. On the bottom of your take the pick tool, there's a little spatula, and on the other side is a little pokey. So we can do that. So we can put that at the end of the balloon. I'm thinking that's what that's for. And we got a couple stars. And now we just need a little bit, something for, we could use that other sentiment. The one we already have that we cut out with the circle, or we could use a different sentiment, but let's see. Just real quick, I'm just going to cut out some more stars. One more star, and then I'm thinking I'm going to do something with this little piece as a background element. I'm saving that for the background element. We've already used that color. Have we used that color is the same. I'm glad that there's a lot of colors on here. Here we go. Here's a nice thing to make a star out of. So we're going to go into this section here. The Azure Afternoon. Liking that. So we have 3 stars for our card. You don't need the die cut. You don't need the paper to cover. Like, you only need the little platform to cover the part you're die cutting. Okay, so there's... I don't know where the star went. I don't see it. You guys are probably like, it's right there. Right in front of your face. It's not inside the die. It's not on the paper. So we just, oh, here it is. Here it is. Cool. So there it is. So now let's see if we can't just put a card together with what we have. I think we have enough. I mean, except for the sentiment. And I'm going to look at the stamp set again to see, what we might want to do for that. So you probably could put something right. I'm not going to do it now, but you could put a sentiment. Some of these would fit right in these balloons. Okay, you have happy birthday. You did it. So thrilled for you. It's time. I think it's time. Let's get our celebration on. These are good for graduation too. But I'm thinking I'm mostly use this for birthday. All right, let's get rid of this pile. I don't know how my table, which was completely cleaned up today. After I was working on the cardstock share yesterday. I mean, this afternoon I went to the post office and, I should post a picture of how many things I mailed today. And then I came back and I cleaned off the entire table and like, look at it already. Crazy. I found the piece that we're using at least. That's this piece. All right, so let's look at, so before you make a card, and especially like, since it's a mystery card, you would look and like, see there's not a lot of contrast there. So that's originally why I said we need another layer with this kind of pattern, because we have more contrast. Because when you put white on white, there's just not good contrast. So then it's a matter of how much we want the margins. I'm thinking at least, maybe 1/2 inch margin on both sides. So if this is 4 inches, right? Let's see. I'm going to just start with 3 and see how that works. If that's 4 inches, I'm going to start with 3, and I think I'm going to cover too many stars. I can just keep making it smaller. That's kind of how I experiment. Okay, it might be okay. You could still see some stars. So before I cut it any smaller, we're going to see if my stars will be, if some of these stars might show up nicely. And, you know, in different parts. So. And we might end up using that circle. That circle might, here, we could do something like that. Let's get your celebration on. Okay. Just trying out different things. Let's get our celebration on. We put the balloon up there. Nope, it's not going to work with that one, but we will, I mean, unless I cut this in half. Then it might work. Because it's like in the way. And I mean, things are in the way. Gotta have room here. Okay, let's get our celebration on. And then something like that. And we could put like a little dangle down there. But then we'll see. Maybe some stars. No, I'm not liking that sentiment at all. There. And I'm thinking I need some smaller stars. These stars are too big. So, but I do like the size of this paper. So we're going to go with at least that part. So if that was 3, then we need 4 1/4 because we've cut off an inch on each side. So we're going to go 3 by 4 1/4. We can at least mount that part because I do like the size of that margin. And you see how much experimenting I do, which is why I can't do my workshop series like on the fly, or we'd never get anything done. That's why I make your cards all of the time, you know, ahead of time. That we're doing in our, wait, which is the top? That's the bottom. So this is 3 by 4 1/4. The other one was 5 1/4 by 4. I mean, I could always go with a smaller balloon too. But I'm just thinking that I like the stars, but that I don't like them so big. And if they're gonna be big, like this one's okay, big. But I think the smaller ones are gonna have better like contrast. So let's look at what we have in this for. Do we have anything we could put the sentiment on? And we don't. We don't have anything. I mean, unless we put it on a balloon. We're just going to try it. We might be able to put, we're just going to try this and see if we can fit happy birthday on one of these balloons. So we could kind of overlap it like so. Oh, that might be cute. Let's try what's on the other side of here. No, it won't be dark enough. What's on the other side of here? That would be cool. Okay, let's try that. Well, no, that would be, no, we need something more solid. We're going to look for that one that's lime. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut out a balloon that we can, here we go, this one. Nope, too much, not contrasted enough. Here, how about this? Let's try, there we go. That's the paper. So we're going to put that down and see if we can make something what we can write on, right? That's what we're going to try. And I'm not like stamping it or anything. I'm just writing right on it, on the shape. See how that'll work. See, something like that. It may or may not work. We're going to try it. I'll be here at midnight. It'll be like 3 people left online. They'll be like, we left hours ago. All right, let's see. I'm going to, I'll still be making the same card because I'm experimenting. Okay, we're going to say, yay, you. Okay, we're going to say, yay, you. Because we don't know what this is celebrating. So we're just going to say, yay, you. Put that there. I think we could put on that side. Well, it depends on which side is. Yeah. Okay. Just trying out different things. I think I'm going to go up with that. I'm going to go up. I need some more room here. I'm just going to go up a little bit. Like up there. This balloon is just, to me, way too big. I should have just used a smaller balloon to begin with. Not that we can never use a smaller, like that balloon size. It's just way, takes over the card way too much. I'm going to put yay you there. And then we're going to put the little strings. And then maybe by then I'll find my little frill thing. Okay, so we're going to see what we could do with this. I might put that at the bottom of the little section here. So I'm going to try a 3-inch piece of that. There we, okay. Don't cut it off where you start getting a bunch of like confetti all over the place. You want it to be, you want to have a little bit of a top part where you can put your adhesive on, right? Ooh, I love that little element. So cute. So I'm just going to go and put the adhesive. I'm not going to try to put the adhesive on this part. Oops, I shouldn't have put it. I want this to frill out a little bit. So I want the adhesive to go on the paper. That way, when I stick this to it, it doesn't rip or anything. Here, let's put a little bit more. So we're going to stick this on there. Super cute. See, I like the little 3D effect there. I could have curled it with my pencil first too. That would have been cute. So that's a piece of Lost Lagoon. Curled up. You could ink the edges with your fingers. That would be cute. All right, we're still trying to see what to do with those stars. These are too big, so I like the small stars. And I want to put some, I'm just still looking for the little bottom of the balloon, which I cut out, and now I can't find it. But at least I found my star. Here it is. Okay. That's cute. So we need another one of those for that balloon. I'll use that one on that balloon. We'll need a different color. But, you know, it still needs to be dark. So I'll just use like a little piece. I'll just do another one of those like this. I'm just cutting another little string for the bottom of the other balloon. And those, because they're frilly, I have to use glue, liquid glue with those. And then I'm just going to see what else I could do with these stars here. Let's put, we need a couple more stars. That's too much berry burst. Okay, this will make a good color star. And you can cut through a couple pieces of paper at once. I'm going to use the same color. I think this will make a good color star, even though it's the same color as our balloon. Okay, we'll just cut through a couple pieces of paper at once, and we'll do that. And I think we're good to go with all of our elements. And we have yay you, but we could write something else on our card too. But that way it'll kind of leave it open. Yay you could be like somebody got promoted, somebody's birthday, right? And then you leave it open, but you can still end up turning the inside. If you want to use the inside as a happy birthday card, you can, but you don't have to. So we'll probably leave it like that. And then I still have, if you stick around, we still have to open our paper, our little vellum paper, our specialty paper. I'm not using that on this card, but we have to still open it. Okay, so poke all those. All right, small stars. I'm liking the small stars better. Let's put the card up here. Now you want to put the stars in a place where they're not going to be over the top of the same color that they are. So like that star could go there. And this star could go, you know, even up here somewhere or up there. And this star could go here. So that we just got to see where we're putting these little strings. Like maybe something like that. And I probably should have used adhesive sheets, right? Like, you know, the to make these into stickers. They would go on there better. And I might be able to put them under the balloon. Let's see. They probably should go under the balloon like that. Maybe not on top. You guys are probably like laughing at me like, that's not even what those are for. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. We just make things up as we go along. All right, let's, and there's no right or wrong way to do it anyway. Okay, now we're just getting, I'm going to pop up the stars with dimensionals and we're, it's like, how do I'll just use, I'm just going to have to use mini dimensionals because all my other dimensionals are taken. I mean, I have to cut them apart. So that star will be cute over there. I think I'm going to put that one like up over there, kind of touching that balloon a little bit. Okay. The third star, if I do put it down there, it's the same color as its side. So, Nope, can't put that one over there. We're good. Yeah, that might work because it's not the same color if it overlaps. As long as they're not touching. You just don't want it to be the same color as what it's right next to. And then I probably would write something, you know, too. Like, you know, if I had a little tiny circle like this one, I could put that on the inside, you know, of whatever card I put. But I'm saying I could also put a little, like here, if I wanted to like later make this a graduation card or happy birthday. I like how festive these elements are. And I'm super happy with, you know, this whole suite called the Bright and Beautiful. I love the paper. Love it. I got extra elements here. Yeah, this is just too big. I stick it, but he's not too big to put in there over a color paper. So let's try that. Let's just do this. We're going to say 4 inches by 4 by 5 1/4. We're just going to make the whole entire card, right? We're going to put that, we're going to use that circle after all, and that star, because we've already have it cut out. So we're just going to go ahead and put this on the inside of the card. Anytime you have light designer series paper with a real busy pattern, it's great for the inside of a card. So we'll put this lemon lime twist piece on the inside of the card. And we just completely made it up as we went along. And it's fun. Lots of fun to craft that way. So let's just put that right there. I mean, heck, it's already made. And it's the same color. The ink coordinates. We'll put that up there. Okay. Put your star overlapping the circle a bit. But what I want to do, because I don't want this, because it's the inside of the card, right? I don't want it to come out. Like, I don't want the edges of the star to lift up. So I am adding a little bit of extra glue to the sides of the star. And then let's see what angle we want to put that at. Something like that at an angle. So it's kind of like not like quite even, right? Just kind of, it's even, but it's not like, or actually, if we had it point up, no, I like it like that. Because that leaves me room for like other random elements to put around. I don't mean even, I meant at, like, I like the angle of the way that the stripes are at an angle as opposed to the stripes sticking straight up. So let's get our celebration on. Yay, you. All right, we have a card made. Whew, that was a lot harder than the Zany Zoo. I was in my element, guys, but I don't know. This one is like a little bit harder. It's going to take me a little bit more experimentation to get these done. All right. All right. So let's see. Lisa was talking about being from, you guys are talking about where you're from, Ontario, all that stuff. Yep. People are loving this berry burst color. Hello, Midge. The words go on the outside of the punch circle. Okay. The words go on the outside of the punch circle. Okay. What do you mean the words go on the outside of the punch circle? Okay. The circle's from another kit, so I don't know. Well, you could stretch the words out any way you want, right? Is that what you mean? Like, you could put a circle and then you could put the words on the outside of the circle. Yeah, if you stretch the angle of this, yes, you're right. You could stretch the angle of that, right? And then put the circle on the inside. Yeah, you could do whatever you want with it because it stretches. It not stretches, but bends. It's a photopolymer stamp, so it likes the blue inside. Okay. Everyone's saying they're like watching me. I'm surprised you guys are still here. Thank you, Melody. Thank you, Elaine. Hello, Elaine. Thank you, Elizabeth. All right. Hey, we're still in time though, because I don't like to go over an hour. But this is actually we're still good. Now I'm going to open up the balloon paper and see what we got with that. Elizabeth is here, and where has the balloon paper gone? I got to just move these ink things because all this ink and stuff because it'll get on my balloon paper. And I'll kind of give you an idea. I would just use when I get this kind of paper, this really cool paper, and I put it in kits, I tend to just use like an inch of it at a time for accents. So we could have used it, but I didn't want to use it just yet because I was just so excited to open up the other stuff. But let's see. This is called Gold Celebration Specialty Designer Series paper. It's not even designer series paper. It's acetate, guys. It's acetate is what it is. So let's find some white paper to put under it. It's not really clear white paper, but here's something. So you see that? It's a really cool acetate. So are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Shaker cards? So when we do our balloon birthday, that month that we do that in July, because the reason I say July is because Zany Zoo is going to take 2 months because I know a lot of you will want to stretch this one out because I'll be also going away during that time. But we're going to make this one May and June because there's so many critters to do with this. So this is May and June. And then in July, we're going to do this one. Bright and Beautiful series. I'm just giving you a heads up. So you know what? You could put this on your wish list. But we can use this for shaker cards, I'm thinking. That's really beautiful. Okay, let's put another piece behind it. So you got this one with the dots. I think this one's going to be the best shaker card because if I cut this in 6x6 sheets for you, and then you can decide, like, take this little section and use that for your shaker card window. Now, these other ones, though, and then we got this dots, and then we have this little confetti. So what I would do with these little, not this one would be shaker card, and this one would be an accent line, and same with this one for a birthday card. So what I would do for this little piece is I would take the trimmer. I'm just going to cut an inch of it. Or maybe more than an inch. We have to see if we have enough pattern in an inch. We do. We have enough pattern in an inch. So you want to maybe have an inch of it stick out. So you would go like an inch and a quarter, say. This is just an example. I'm showing you how I would use this. So if I want an inch of this paper to stick out from behind something, I'm just grabbing a piece of designer series paper. I get an inch and a quarter because I want the inch pattern to stick out. And I would do this, right? I would have my layer of paper and I would have this little thing sticking out. So in other words, I would have a quarter of an inch under there hidden. You don't want to get the glue ever showing on the acetate, and you don't use liquid glue, you use rolling adhesive. And then you have this little piece sticking out, and that can be like a really cool card element. So that's how I would use it. So let me show you a solid piece behind it, just to kind of give you an idea. Here's not solid, but somewhere you could see it. That's a little busy, but we would probably use like more like something like this behind it. So you would have this piece, and then you'd have this piece like that. Okay, so that's how I would use that paper, just so you know. I would have a piece of designer series paper, hide the adhesive under there, and then let this overlay on top of a piece that's pretty solid so you can get an idea of what that looks like. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I sure did. I had a lot of fun making this card, and I would actually add, in retrospect, I would add one more little square around here. I think it needs a border for a little more contrast between that layer and this. A couple more stars. You can emboss your stars, and it needs some bling. Definitely needs some bling, like some, pearls and iridescent rhinestones or something like that. All right, that's all for now. This is the Papered Chef, and the next time you'll see me, we will either be doing a ScanNCut tutorial where I show you how to make the tags with this year's in colors. These are not this year's in colors. These are the ones from past. I'm going to be making these with this year's in colors. with the Scan and Cut. That's my next project. And I'll be sharing how to do that online. Not tonight, not today. But then I'm also going to be showing you how to, we're going to continue using Irresistible Blooms as we continue that workshop series for the month of April. So thank you all for watching. This is the Paper Chef. Have a great evening.